Okay, we're going live now. We are live now on YouTube. Welcome at Block 929. Today we just wanted to come, the three of us, and chat with you. Let me just put this thing like this. So yeah, we don't have any viewers yet at the moment because it's showing us that it's 0, 0. So yeah,
He's so excited because he's been trying forever for this live.
Yeah, we've been trying to log on live. I think I downloaded a certain program. That program was going to allow me to be able to speak to you like this, but also show you what I'm doing on the computer. But now I'm not computer savvy, so I just contributed to making this whole thing messed up. So that's why when we tried to come live a couple of times, we've been struggling.
Contributed to make this whole thing messed.
Yeah, but now we didn't announce that we are going to be live. Tamara is out again. Yeah, so yeah, that is just we just want to have a chat with our subscribers. But
hello.
Yeah, we're still waiting.
Hello, nobody yet.
Yeah, to see people coming in. But it says the end stream, which means we are live. It says they're live, and then yeah, it's
1
just that
minute.
We haven't had people joining us yet. Okay, so we can also be. Where's the phone, Tamara? Bring the phone, please.
Sure.
Because the phone will also help us to
notify.
Yeah, but now, even though we're not live, the people are still going to watch this when we are off live. So, what do you have to say to the people today?
Nothing. Today we had a visitor.
Yeah.
Mark
Meets Africa. Many subscribers have been sending me messages that I need to collaborate with Mark Meets Africa. And today he was here. It was great to meet an African American at our site. And then we had a chat today and we did a collaboration. So yeah, fantastic guy, very cheerful. It was amazing. And you'll see when it comes, what kind of a person Mark is. He's a very, very, very nice person. Don't you think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
Young man.
Very energetic. Very nice.
Very energetic. We took him to area 44, and when we were there, I put him at the back of the vehicle. I put him at the back, so he was like on top there, videoing the whole scenario. So he will be able, I'm sure, to show you.
He interviewed.
And he was also interviewing Tamara right there on top of the vehicle.
So are you going to post that?
It was on.
He's going to be the one to post it. Yeah. So yeah, it's showing me that it's live there, but now it's like all right. This is what we do now. Sound check is good. We have now one subscriber that is live now. Welcome to Block 929.
Hello.
So today we just wanted to be updating you on what's going on at Block 929. Like we were saying, we had a fantastic visitor today, Mark Meets Africa. He's an African American YouTuber that came to visit us, and we took him to area 44, where he did some videos there of the area, and I made those videos. And then after that, we went to Steers. We sat down, me and him, we had a chat, and then we brought him over to Block 929. It was great to have Mark with us here at Block 929. Very, very fantastic guy. What do you think, Tamara? What do you say?
He's a very nice person. He talks to everyone. He's very friendly.
Yeah, we need to speak a bit louder so that the voice can go straight into the computer. Because don't try to speak like you're speaking to, I don't know, but speak to the computer.
Right there.
Yeah, because we want everybody to be able to hear us loud and clear. Let me see if I can be able to see what we. Okay, so you can actually be sending us some messages and let us know and ask us questions, any questions that you would like to ask. What's so funny? Eh?
You are.
Am I funny? So yeah, what do you have to say? Nothing. So why are you live if you don't have nothing to say?
There's nobody here.
There is. We have one visitor that is here. All right. At the moment, at Block 929, things are a little bit quiet. I think with the economy, things are not going on well. People are being shy to buy at the moment. And it's not only us, it's almost everybody who's doing business in Malawi is struggling at this moment. Prices of things are going very, very high. Our kwacha is being devalued. So that's forcing the prices to go very high. And it's very, very difficult. I'm actually sitting here while my friends here, they are sleeping 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm still thinking of how I can solve this situation. What can we do so that we can be able to cushion this period of time? Yeah, so I'm trying to come up with different types of ideas to cushion this period of time, because it might just be a period. After some time, things will start getting better. Yeah, but we are not the only ones facing this. A lot of businesses in town are facing problems. I think those who are in transport, doing transport business are okay, because, yeah, people still have to ride on a transport, public transport, wherever they want to go. But people like us who are selling, like construction products, I think some people in the construction industry have decided to just pull back a little bit and not spend money for the time being. Yeah, so I'm worried about my team, because I don't want to send anybody to go home, because I know that everybody's livelihood depends on our business also. So we depend on the business, and our staff also, they depend on the business. So if there's no business, we have a lot of problems. Yeah. So today, the chat that I had with Mark, mainly the Malad, do that. It was actually we discussed a lot about business, and we discussed a lot about the diasporas who are planning to come from overseas in the West to come to Africa. And we had a very nice discussion. I was very impressed with him, and because of his passion. He's a very passionate young man who wants to really make it happen that most of our fellow diasporans should be coming back to Africa. And I'm also doing the same. I want the diasporans from the West, and I also want the African diasporans who are in the West to come back, bring that knowledge, and help us build our continent. And yeah, that's what we are passionate about. Look at us here. We are busy doing manufacturing, and we are building. We are able to do machines and wheelbarrows, and the little knowledge that we have. Look what we are doing. So if other people come with this advanced knowledge, we could be manufacturing up to at another level. So what do you have to say?
We just had a conversation with somebody.
Speak
Hopefully we'll be able to export
the
machines. So we're just waiting on that person to come back to us, and then we'll know.
Yeah.
I think that one person who was watching the video was this.
Yeah, but then we have another video, another visitor here.
I just noticed.
You just noticed. Okay. Yeah, and there'll be more people coming in at the moment. as we go on, because we didn't announce. Okay, we didn't announce this because we were not so sure that we will be able to achieve to come live. Next time we'll have a subject that we can share, and then we can discuss. And I hope, KJ, you are the one who is there. I don't know why I'm not getting any messages here, but there is it's supposed to give me an option to send messages. So yeah, we're still trying to figure this out, how it's working. All messages visible. Welcome. Yeah. Okay, right. Here it is. So we are yet to be getting some messages from our viewers. Right. We are slowly growing. Now we are at 4,730 something, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm trying hard to grow the channel. I'm working very hard, and I think the collaboration with Mark is also going to help to boost the channel. And another thing that is very exciting is that when Mark came here, with his coming to our premises, it's also going to help to expose our channel. And I must thank him for really being open enough to, and also kind enough to come and visit us, so that there's a lot of people that have to see us and hear the message that we want to send. We want, we Africans should unite and start working together to see how we can come up with our options that we can grow our continent. It's very, very excited about it. That's why you will see that most of the topics that we're sharing here, we're talking about business, and we're talking about property. We're talking about, everything that can empower our brothers and sisters on the continent. Yeah. So any messages that you have regarding to the progress that you're having here at Block 929?
I just did the garden again yesterday, me and Wallace. So we planted, the mint is growing nicely. I did a video, so we'll be sharing that also soon.
Yeah. And Tamara, what is happening here? Your channel, what's going on with your channel?
Tamala was just busy with math studies, trying to teach me math.
It's not like you've got anything to be.
Yeah, we have Joseph Chao. Hello, Joseph. Welcome. It's nice to have you here. We just wanted to, to get a feel of this live, and then see what steps we can take. We haven't really worked on a live session. Sometimes we just want to come up there to talk to you, but we don't really have a topic. But yeah.
And it took him about forever.
Yeah, we have been struggling with this. The other day we tried, we couldn't manage to get live. We gave up. And I'm sure those who checked on those ones, they could just see us talking, but they couldn't see us. Yeah, but then I found out why we were referring to get live. All right. Yeah. So Tamara, can you tell them about your TikTok and your YouTube channel? What's going on?
My TikTok, I had started a very long time ago. When I first started, I was having problems getting followers, and I used to get very upset, crying.
Yeah, she used to cry because she doesn't get followers.
And then I started getting following, but then I was being very consistent, and I still am, but then I don't get any following. And my parents all the time tell me what to do.
Yeah.
No, I don't do it.
I've been giving a lot of tips on how to grow a channel, but the youth today, they want to do it their own way. Mm-hmm. So you try to give them advice. They find your advice to be not helpful. They try their own ways, and they're still struggling. And I think that they are insane, because an insane person does the thing over and over and over and get the same results. But I always tell her, just maybe try one day the tips that I'm giving you, and then you'll see how your channel is going to grow. I mean, like our channel, what I've learned myself is that YouTube is not a very easy platform for you to grow. It might seem like you can just come with content and then people just love the content and they will subscribe to your channel. But what I've noticed that a lot of people will be coming, they will watch and they love it, but just to take that finger and press on the subscribe is a very difficult thing. So you need to work hard. You need to convince the viewers to make that option where they can subscribe. And I've learned so much over the past 1 year to how to grow the channel. I've discovered it's a lot of hard work. Right now, I'm also spending a lot of times on the YouTube studio, understanding the analytics there to see, okay, why do people watch my videos? There are some videos that I see that they get a lot of views. There are some videos that they don't get lots of views. And that is helping me to learn why people don't, they choose particular views. Like on this channel, the videos that I'm showing in the construction, like the showing machines and other stuff, those videos, people are watching a lot and they're getting a lot of engagement. And also, what other videos that we are doing?
When you talk about cement blocks.
When we're talking about cement blocks, we get a lot of views. And sometimes when I talk about business, I see that I get a lot of views from South Africa. And when we talk about cement blocks, we're getting a lot of views from America and the UK and also West Africa. So that means that I have to plan. I want to come up with a program where I'll plan the channel that certain days of the week I can be talking about cement blocks. Certain days of the week I can talk about how to start a business, and certain days of the week I can talk about diasporas. Like discuss on how they can come and set up businesses in Africa. So that's what. And then there will be also other playlists which are going to be about what you call this DIY projects. I'm starting to be working on the premises. Like last week, I was doing the bathroom. So I don't know if you really watched that video and if you liked it. It's one of my first DIY program videos that I'm showing. Jory S says, hello guys. Hi Jory, how are you? Please comment and let us know where you come from, which area you come from. That would be great. So we need to know whether you are from Jamaica, West Africa, or Malawi. That would be great. So yeah, welcome to the live stream. We are not experts in the live stream, so we're learning. And so we're just going to be giving you feedback on what's going on at Block 929. Yeah, so we just discussed before just to talk about in Malawi, the environment is very quiet now. Businesses are struggling. We are also part of the struggle, but we know that we're going to get through this, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. We always get through. Yeah. It's never permanent.
Jory says, US, by the way, of Gambia. Okay. So you are in the US, you're going to Gambia. That's very nice. I love that. And I've been watching a lot of YouTubers from Gambia, and really I can see that Gambia is a very nice country. I would like to visit Gambia and explore and see if there is any opportunities that side. Joseph Sugwa says, love you from Mizoram, India. Wow, all the way to India. I've also noticed that on our channel, we do get a lot of views from India. And I've been wondering to say, what is it that is on my channel that is attracting people from India? And I think most of the people from India, they're more interested in the construction side of my channel. So like the cement blocks, the machines and all that stuff. I think most of the videos that I'm showing cement blocks, the people from India, they really love it.
So then you must say namaste, isn't it?
Okay, so I think the way we must greet is like we say namaste, namaste. Yeah, that's great. Tamara is laughing at me trying to speak some foreign language. Yeah, that's great. Oh, that's nice. Tamara, yeah, can you?
Tamara, do you want to do a TikTok?
Yeah, so there are some people that follows you about your dressmaking
Oh,
thing. But
gosh.
but then it's been quiet.
It's been quiet. I know. I haven't even been posting on WhatsApp. I think with COVID, that period, it just, COVID was a very stressful time and it just took all your energy. It's not that I didn't make more dresses. I have made dresses for myself still, but it's just that I didn't have the energy to dress up and post them. But I'll start again.
Yeah, and I always encourage her to, to keep on sharing that skill that she has. We had one of the subscribers that managed to buy some of our products. It wasn't much easier to do in terms of the shipping. It's a lot of challenges. And then, we have to find ways in Africa, how can we be able to ship our products that we produce? Right now, I have a lot of people from West Africa. There's another lady from Sierra Leone. She wants machines from me. And it's very difficult to find a way that I can be able to send a machine all the way to West Africa. I understand there's a company in Kanengo. I need to go and visit and see. They also doing shipping. So try to negotiate with them and see if we can be able to send machines to West Africa. And I would really love my wife to continue with the dressmaking business and then see that she's able to send her products to South Africa, to America, to West Africa, but it's a big challenge.
It's very difficult.
It's a very stressful, tiring process. And last time when she was doing it, I could see she was very, very stressed. It was not easy. But finally, she managed to send the stuff. But it's not an easy process. It's easier for somebody who is in the West to send a package to Africa or to Malawi. But from Malawi to go to Europe or any other country, lots of frustrations. Yeah. Brother Umi says, greetings from Chicago. Love your channel. Thank you very much. Thank you. There's something coming, something special. We had an African-American YouTuber today who visited us. It was great to be with him. And we did some collaboration. So very soon you'll be watching our videos that we're going to be sharing. It was very, very, very nice. Today is actually one of the best moments that I've had in this year, just to have this African-American YouTuber with us. Very cheerful guy. We took him to Area 44 so that he can do a little bit of video that side. He was doing an interview with Tamala today, and I also had an interview with him, and we brought him over here. I took him in the village. Very, very nice guy. Very humble. Yeah. So I took him in the village to see the village. Yeah. Hello, Doris Johnson says, hello, Mr. Ted. Greetings, Doris.
Hi, Doris.
Yeah, from Atlanta. Oh, is it Atlanta, Georgia? We have a friend. Her name is Julie Davis. She's from Atlanta, Georgia. She has once visited us here in Malawi. We had a very nice time with her. Huh?
I thought she was from Chicago.
No, she's from Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, so Atlanta. Who else is here with us? Ali she said, watching from RSA, South Africa.
Hey.
South Africa. So which part of South Africa are you visiting? Are you watching us from? Is it Cape Town, Johannesburg? Yeah, so South Africa is a special place. I've lived there for some time. There's a lot that I've learned there, so I will never forget South Africa. And I also stole something there from South Africa.
Half here.
Yeah. So
What do you mean?
Half of you.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was from RSA. That's nice. We have lots of viewers coming from South Africa. In the beginning, the highest number of viewers were from America, and then suddenly South Africa just came in and is chasing the American viewers. At the top, we have South African viewers. Second is America, and the third is the British viewers.
You're
and then,
all welcome.
Yeah, so everybody's welcomed on our platform. It's nice to always share content with you. Oh, so Ari said he's from Johannesburg. Josie
Yes.
style. Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great. So we have somebody from Johannesburg, and we have somebody from Atlanta, and then we've India, wow, Gambia, and then yes, that's
Chicago.
great. What?
Chicago.
Chicago, yeah, and we have somebody from Chicago.
Social media. Imagine
Yeah.
we're talking to people from all over the world,
Yeah.
and we don't even know each other. We
Yeah.
can chat.
Yeah, and you know, it's social media has come to make life very easier for us. I will talk over and over again because today we had a fantastic visitor, and it's because of you guys. Some of my YouTube subscribers, they recommended that I meet Mark, who's got a YouTube channel
Where is
called.
he originally from? US?
Uh,
In US?
I didn't ask him exactly which part of the US he's from, but he is from the US. He left United States 2 years ago, and he's been living in Tanzania. He's doing some projects there in Tanzania.
He said the way he was from.
Oh, did he say?
He said
I don't remember
But I can't
where he is actually coming from there in America. But yeah,
So now he's been in Malawi. So
Yeah.
he wants to move to Malawi. He says.
he loves Malawi very much, and he wants to start to do a project here in Malawi, of which I'm very excited. And I hope that more and more African American, British, and from Jamaica, continental Africans, they will start thinking of coming to Malawi to settle. And I must admit, we Malawian YouTubers, we haven't been marketing Malawi so much, and I want to take part on that to market Malawi, because we always thought that maybe if African Americans or British and Jamaicans and all those people from the rest of the world, they wouldn't love Malawi, but Mark, when he came today, he was very, very, very impressed with Malawi. I could feel it that he really loves to be here in Malawi. So yeah, we will continue trying to market our channel.
Charlie,
I'm
are you
sure-
still planning to go to
The Gambia is so wet.
Oh yes, it's in the plans at the moment, but now with the situation that is happening now in Malawi, the business is not doing good, and then it makes it very difficult for me to leave the business alone and move to Gambia, or go to Gambia to do some business. When I'm leaving, I have to leave the business as running smoothly,
and it's very expensive to travel.
and also to travel to Gambia is very expensive. Can you imagine? It's much cheaper for me to buy an air ticket to go to West Africa. It's very, very expensive. Yeah. So yeah, but I'm still in the process of thinking to go to Gambia. Every time when I watch the YouTubers that side, I see plenty and plenty of opportunities, and I also see that it's a very, very nice country. So yes, it's in the plans. And in fact, the whole of West Africa, if I can be able to go and visit and travel there. Sure. So that's it. One of these days I'll be in West Africa. And
What challenges do you face in your business? Charlie is asking.
okay, what challenges do we face in our business? Oh,
A lot.
it's very nice to do business in Malawi. First of all, before I can talk about the challenges, let me talk about the opportunities. It's very nice to do business in Malawi. The reason being that Malawi has got a lot of challenges, and these challenges, they just require somebody to come with ideas to solve them. They don't require government as such. The challenges require you and me to come and solve them. And this actually, come this side. It just requires you and me to come and solve them. Now, it's not like the Malawi environment is not the same as if you should go to South Africa. If you should go to South Africa, it will be difficult for you to find something that you can do that requires like a challenge that you can be able to solve, because there's already somebody who is solving the challenges there. So if you, let's say, for example, if you want to go into producing water, bottled water, in South Africa, you are going to find a lot of companies that are already doing bottled water. If you want to go there and start making cement block machines, you find that there's a lot of people already who have been doing it for many, many years, and they're even doing it at a very advanced level. But when you come to Malawi and you want to come and say to produce bottled water, you find that the companies that are building, that are supplying, producing bottled water in Malawi, there are not many of them. And another thing is that they are not even being owned by African people, like Malawians themselves. It's people coming in and they start the business. And you will find that even like, for instance, electricity in Malawi, it's like maybe 5% of the people that are actually having electricity available for them in Malawi. Most of the people, they don't have access to electricity. But you will find that the people who don't have access to electricity, it doesn't necessarily that they don't have money, but it's because our electricity supplying company is failing to meet the demand that is there. So some of the people have the option to start, like using solar. Like for us, all the lights that we're having here, we are using solar. So there is a big demand for people to be supplying solar products in Malawi. So if you come to Malawi, you will be able to find opportunities like that. Whether you want to go into agriculture, you find that Malawi, being an agriculture country, there are some products that we are supposed to be selling outside Malawi, like macadamia nuts, cashew nuts. We have ground nuts, but you find that there are not many people who are doing this type of farming. We have very tasty rice in Malawi. So we need a lot of farmers to be planting these products, packaging them, and selling them outside. Most of the products that we produce in Malawi are produced by, some people call them peasants. It's like subsistence farmers. But then these people, they just grow their products and then they go to the market and sell them. So when we are saying that we are selling our products that we are producing in Malawi, it means that we are selling these products like in raw. So we're selling raw products. If India is buying a lot of soya beans in Malawi, they're buying it raw. It's not a process. It's not like we package the soya and then we sell it to India. We're selling the actual soya seeds to India. When it gets to India, they will process it and put it and package it and then send it back to Malawi, and then we buy it. So there's opportunities. If you come here in Malawi, we want to be packaging mango juice. We plant a lot of mangoes in Malawi. We produce a lot. We harvest a lot of mangoes, but the mangoes just being eaten fresh. But we don't even do it, process it in a factory. So we need people to come here and be able to do that. Yeah?
And we have pears.
Yeah, there's lots of pears in Malawi.
Season now for apple pears.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
I wanted to talk about this kind of opportunity. So it's much easier to come to Malawi and start a business. And most of the business that you are going to start, you will not have too much competition. You have less competition because not many people are actually doing the business. Challenges. Okay, the challenges that we will face in Malawi is to get materials or raw materials for your business. So for instance, in our business, we use steel. Now we use we have to buy diesel engines for our machines. Now to get these things is very difficult. Like right now, I'm failing to get a diesel engine for my machine. So what I do is I'm going to the hardware, I'm buying a pump, a water pump, and I'm breaking it to pieces so that I can get the engine to put it on my machine. So that's the challenges that we face. Sometimes you find that we're using bearings, then suddenly you can't find any bearings in town. So you're struggling to get these kind of materials. So that's one of the challenges that we are facing. And the second challenge is that because many people don't have, they're not being creative. So if somebody starts a business, let's say like now we're making wheelbarrows, immediately when people discover that you are also making wheelbarrows, then it's like a copy and paste. So it's just multiplies, and then you might have find some kind of business challenges, because then you are getting, okay, competition is not bad, but you find that people just copy what somebody else is doing. We can't protect our ideas. It's very difficult to protect them, even if you can go and protect them, but for that to be implemented in a way that you are protected, it's not easy. The other challenge,
Someone saying you must shout out.
First name, last name.
What is that?
First name, last name.
I did my shout out
Hi, first name, last name. If I'm saying it
Okay.
correct.
to my friend Nang.
Okay, first name, last name says we must shout out to Nangtin, and then we also got a new viewer, Habari Gania. Please shout out if you're just coming in. Shout out where you coming from, so that we know which country or area you're coming from. I'm still going on explaining the challenges. Another challenge that we have is that for you as a business person to actually communicate your idea to people who are working with you. So, for example, when you are in the West, even like in South Africa, a company will communicate their vision and mission and goals, and also they want to communicate their practices to their employees. So you tell your employees, this is how we want things to be done. It's very difficult in Malawi when you're communicating these kind of practices that you want to be done in your company, because when the people start working and they get used, they start trying to implement their own ideas. I'm not saying that it's not good for people to implement their ideas, but it's like Toyota. When people come there, they're working there at the manufacturing plant. There is a process that they have to follow when they working in the factory. So a person can't just come and decide, I just want the door panel to be shaped like this, and he changes it, because it has to stay like that, because when you're manufacturing, you want to be consistent on your production. So that's one of the challenges that we face, because we find that after you communicated practice with the people of how you want things to be done, 3 months down the line, what happens? Everything changes. The people change it, and they don't do what they've been told. That's one of the challenges that we're facing. What are the other challenges that we face?
I think this needs to be charged. It's gonna go.
What are the other challenges that we're facing? You can go and get a power bank with a cable. Yeah. So, but those challenges doesn't mean that you cannot be able to handle. What challenges do you face when you on your daily business?
Just that you give instructions and then you come to follow up later during the day, then they do something else.
Yeah.
They don't prioritize of the thing that you needed. They just do whatever they see can be finished.
Yeah.
They don't pay attention to the priority that you communicated to them.
Yeah. First name says you guys are awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And then we have Mr. Hillary. He says greetings from Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean. Much love and respect. Yeah, I've had so many people following me, even on Facebook, from Trinidad. There was a lady also from Trinidad who was following me, but she was very much impressed with the cement block business. I don't know how the cement block business is in Trinidad, but she was always encouraging me to travel to Trinidad and do something there with the cement block machines.
And that is something that we want to do someday.
Yeah.
We want to travel.
And then Mr. Hirare says, do you think investors or lack thereof is a challenge with regards to expansion and growth? Yes, it's. I think most of the investors are not, what can I say? They don't have confidence with the businesses in Malawi. I think it's because they haven't really come to explore Malawi. And another reason is we as Malawians, we are to blame. We are not marketing ourselves properly. We are not exposing ourselves to the world there. And you will find that many people, when you talk about Malawi, they'll be like asking, where's Malawi? And, people are not very much familiar about Malawi. Our friends in West Africa, they've done a very good job to market themselves. Even like when you talk about Nigeria, almost everybody knows Nigeria. If you talk about Ghana, almost everybody knows Ghana, South Africa. But most of the times when somebody mentions Malawi, people will be like trying to find out on the map, where is Malawi? We as Malawians, we are to blame. We need to do a lot of work to market Malawi. So yeah, we do get a lot of challenges when it comes to finding investors. Yeah, so Malawi needs a lot of people to come here and do some investment. Jores says, thanks, and I hope all your challenges become opportunities to expand your business. Yes. That's the kind of attitude that we're having, that every challenge that we face is an opportunity. It is an opportunity to help us to think of a new way of doing things so that we keep on improving. Yeah. What are the challenges that Malawians face in marketing at Block 9? What are the challenges that Malawians face in marketing at Block 929? Okay, I'm not so sure what it means, marketing at Block 929, but marketing in Malawi at the moment, there's not much emphasis on the people themselves, the small businesses, because most of the businesses at the moment in Malawi are small businesses. So most of them are not using much like social media, like YouTube and Facebook. Most of them, they're depending on word of mouth. And for a business to actually grow through word of mouth, it takes a lot of time. It takes a long time. And also for people to advertise on TV, it becomes a little bit expensive. And I believe personally that TV, yes, might be a very good source of marketing, but social media is actually much better because it gives you a chance for a one-on-one with a customer. But a lot of people, they still don't have confidence with social media, and they think that a social media platform is not the best place where they can do business. But like for ourselves at Block 929, social media is actually a means of marketing that we do. And recently we just discovered that YouTube also is helping us a lot. Although we cannot monetize YouTube, but we're still getting a lot of businesses through YouTube. And right now, if it was easy, that thing is gonna switch off because the battery is flat. Okay. Yeah, if it was going to be easy for us to sell our products in West Africa, we would be in good business because there's a big demand for our machines in West Africa. But now the shipping, for us to ship a machine from here to West Africa is very, very, very difficult. Hero says, I mean to say that what are the challenges that Malawians face in marketing? My apologies for the typo area. Okay, yeah. In marketing, those are the challenges. If you want to put your business, like advertisement on a billboard, it costs a lot of money. If you want to go and market your business in the newspaper, it costs a lot of money. And if you want to do business on TV, lots of money. So for me, I prefer to use social media because it's a one-on-one marketing. And recently, I've just discovered YouTube. And many people don't really understand marketing very well. So that's why they find it very difficult for them to market themselves. Yes. First name, last name says you seem like a hardworking man. Oh yes, I'm a hard worker, but I'm also emphasizing myself. I'm like pushing myself to be a smart worker. So yeah, I can say that I'm working very smart in Malawi because what I've done is, first thing I did was I saw that we have a lot of challenges, but I didn't want to dwell a lot on worrying about the challenges. I wanted to dwell a lot on focusing on opportunities because through my reading of books, I learned that most of the opportunities are there. You can always find them in the challenges that you face in your life. So once you face some challenges, and then in the challenges lies opportunity. But many people don't know that. So people don't know that we as Malawians, when we complain every day about the challenges that we're facing, we are actually the complaint itself is talking about opportunity. Because now those challenges, you can turn them around and say, okay, I want to be the solution. Because if I'm complaining about a challenge, that means a lot of Malawians are also complaining about the same challenge. So who's going to solve that challenge? Then it's my duty to start thinking and say, how can I go about solving this challenge? Yes. Love from Canada. May you prosper. Oh, thank you very much. So we got somebody from Canada. Yes, we do have a couple of views from Canada also. It's very interesting. YouTube is very interesting. When you look and see the people that are following your channel, you know, like in the beginning, I used to value the channel based on the subscribers. And then I used to say, you know, I wish I could be like that big YouTuber and have something like 100,000 subscribers. But when I look at the number of views that I'm getting a lot of views, and which shows that our channel is impacting a very wide range of people, so from all over the world. And that is actually enough, yeah. Yeah, so having people from Canada viewing our channel, from India, Pakistan, and in Nigeria is a very, very nice thing. I mean, even if you're not having lots of subscribers, but then just the fact that there's a lot of people that are coming every now and then to watch, it's a very good thing. Yeah, because like for us here in Malawi, if we are doing YouTube, we are actually doing it for a passion, because we cannot get paid for doing what we're doing. So it's a passion. So yeah, we might as well just stay motivated and keep on sharing the message. First name says, you have a very good family. Oh yes, of course. I'm very happy. I'm a very happy man. Yeah, we are very, very happy. So, you know, we live in a humble means, but we are very happy. We enjoy being together. Most of the times, we're spending a lot of more times together than outside away from it. We are always together, and that's very good. And like for me, I love the fact that I'm doing business and I'm working with my wife together. So when we sit down, even my daughter gets involved in the business discussion. She puts her input, and sometimes we find that with her input is actually really making sense, and that's very, very, very nice. Yeah, and that's another thing that I would like to encourage diasporas who wants to come to Africa. The first thing that you need to do is have a skill. So say, for example, you are an accountant working in an accounting firm. You know, okay, you think you want to come to Malawi or Nigeria to do to settle. Find a skill, and if you are going to say, okay, I'm going to open an accounting firm, but you need to do some research first to say, okay, if I go to Nigeria or to Malawi, opening an accounting firm, is it going to be a viable business? But if it's not a viable business, then you have to find another skill. So, for example, you can now say, okay, I'm an accountant, but when I go to Africa, I want to be drilling boreholes for people. You know, so you will be going to the villages drilling boreholes. In Malawi, drilling boreholes is a very good business. Or you can say, okay, I want to go to Malawi and to farming. But then you have to get some skills in the farming industry and say, okay, which part of the farming industry I'm going to play my role? Am I going to be a supplier of farming machinery? Or am I going to be a supplier of seeds? Am I going to be planting? Or am I going to be processing agricultural products? So even though it's not your field, but just learn more about it. Just learn more to get the good information. Then it becomes much easier.
And you have to be persistent also. Business is not easy. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen in a year, 2 years time that your business takes off. I remember when we started, he was in Malawi. I was not with him at the time.
Yeah.
And he started selling the cement block machine. And people were not into cement blocks at the time here in Malawi. And it was very, very tough because we were like in separate worlds. And he had to stand firm and say that this is what I want to do. And the other thing is, if you decide that you want to go business, and as a family you want to do business, it's very important that you do do stand together, you do work together as a team, as husband and wife,
Yeah.
because that's the only way that you're going to make it.
Yeah.
If you're going to work together as a team.
Yeah. And also be prepared to stay apart for some time. Like for me, I wouldn't advise a whole family leaving, coming to Africa and say we are migrating to start a business in Africa. The best would be like for one person to come to Africa. Say, for example, the wife stays back home and she's working. So you're saying the cost on cross-border international exporting is a major impediment in your business expansion and growth, sir?
Very major.
It's not actually the cost, but it's the operation of sending a machine from here. Yes, the cost is also an impediment, but for even though you've got the money, for you to be able to send your item from this part of Africa to West Africa, you must understand that Gambia, let's say Gambia or Nigeria, is just across the continent to Kenya or Tanzania. But if you want to send something from Kenya to go to Nigeria or Gambia, you need to go down the continent at the bottom and start going the other side to go to deliver your stuff. Instead of us just having maybe a major railway from Kenya to Nigeria. So you just put your stuff in the railway going to Nigeria. Africa doesn't do that. Africa, we are failing to work together to build a network of railway or road infrastructure so that somebody from Malawi can actually, I mean, if there was a highway from Malawi to Gambia, I myself would have put the stuff in a truck, in my vehicle, take a few machines. I would have driven to Gambia to deliver my own machine, but I can't. So I have to use sea. Now, if you look at the way Africa is built, from the west to go to the, from the east to go to the west, you need to go down south first and go around to go to the west. It makes it very difficult, so it becomes very expensive. Yeah, and another thing, like I was told today, if I want to send my machine will have to first go to South Africa, and then in South Africa, it has to be packaged and put into another shipment to go to West Africa. So I can't package a product, a machine from here, and directly it will go to Gambia or Nigeria. It will have to first go to South Africa. From South Africa, then it can go to Nigeria. So you can see that it makes it very, very expensive. Mr. Hirare says, a person above in this chat room asked how long it takes to register a business in Malawi. Oh, yes. Malawi is actually one of the easiest countries to register a business. I'm sure if you go, let's say, to register a business, you go to the Registrar General, you will be provided with forms that you are going to fill, and within like less than 7 days, you will be able to collect your business certificate. Sometimes the next day, if you're lucky, if there isn't a lot of people, and if you're lucky, it could be the same day, but the minimum days it will take you is 7 days. And then the same, when you go to now apply for a tax registration, you fill your forms, and within 7 days, you'll be having your tax number, TPIN number, you'll be able to have that. So it's not that much difficult. I'm yet to still find out the business registration for somebody who's not a Malawian. How long does it take? So yeah, I'm still going to, I've also scheduled with Kevin. So when I've got a chance to go and sit down with Kevin, I'll interview Kevin and he will explain what processes you have to go through as somebody who's not from Malawi who wants to start a business in Malawi. I don't think it's that difficult because a lot of people from other countries who are doing businesses in Malawi. So I assume that it's not that much difficult for you to start a business in Malawi. Yeah. So I don't know if there's any other questions that you'd like to ask me. To other countries within the continent. You know, the challenge that we have in actually the fact that every time you do that, it's wait until we finish. The challenge is we in Africa, we are very good at coming up with, we will have an agreement with South Africa that they don't charge the countries. So if I have got something to go to sell into South Africa, if it's made in Malawi, then I can go sell it in South Africa. When I cross the border there, I'm not going to pay any taxes or whatever duty. But you find that when I do it, when I go there, the guy that's going to be doing the process there, it depends on what mood he is. To West Africa, and I'm traveling, I have to, each border that I cross, I have to pay bribes. But then there's this agreement that our leaders have put together to make life easier for me to go and sell something in Nigeria. But the people that I'm going to be facing on along the way, they are the barriers. So that's where the problem we are facing in Africa. And another thing is corruption, because they want you to, if you are a trader, they assume that you've got money. So you have to just be keeping on paying each border that you cross. And sometimes within the country, as you drive, you are stopped on the road by the police. They say, what are you carrying? And you tell them, they want you to pay a bribe.
Tiresome.
It's a very tiresome thing. But when you go there, one can travel from one country to another without having all those hassles. And then our friends there, they're just succeeding to get with one another. But in Africa, we are failing because now we are not treating each other very fairly. Yeah, so Mr. Hira said, do you think if the African, free trade area implementation of one currency, the one currency actually is a very good idea. It's going to make life easy because, say, for example, if I want to go and sell something in Zambia, so when I get to Zambia, they're going to buy my machine using Zambian kwacha in Malawi, it becomes worthless. So when I go to Zambia and sell something, I ask the people to use US dollars. If we had one currency, it would have been much easier because then I can go to Zambia and sell my item, bring the same money, come with it to Malawi, I can still be able to use it. But if I go and sell my machine in Zambia and they give me Zambian kwachas, it will be difficult when I come to Malawi to exchange that kwacha into Malawian kwacha. So that's with one currency, it will make it very, very easy. The only currency that we are able to exploit here in Africa, more especially Southern Africa, is the rand. So if I have some South African rands, I can be able to buy something in Mozambique. I can be able to buy something in Zimbabwe. You can even come to Malawi. You can be able to change the rand easily to buy something without any problem. But if it's vice versa, the Malawi kwacha cannot be used in any other country out of Malawi. All right. Mr. Hira said, what are some of the core areas of business and commerce for great opportunity there in Malawi? First of all, we should look at, I always say that in Malawi cannot be the same as opportunities that you're finding in South Africa, in America, or the UK. The opportunities that are in Malawi are in the challenges. Malawi has got a lot of challenges. There are so many things that you get in America or South Africa that you can't get in Malawi. So this presents challenges to us. You know, like now, as I'm saying that it's a challenge for me to send my staff to Ghana. So if somebody can come here and start a shipping business to ship stuff from here to West Africa, he's going to be in business. You know, those are the kind of opportunities that we have here, challenges. Another thing is Malawi is an agriculture country. So our economy is being run by agriculture. So it means that if you come here and you are going to be in the agriculture sector, you're going to do very well. And another one, opportunity is in the tourism. Malawi, they have the agriculture, and then we have the tourism that brings money in the country. And Malawi has got a lot of tourist locations that people can go and visit, but these tourist locations are not being prioritized, which means that like our lake, we have a beautiful lake, but we're not prioritizing the lake to put it to a certain level where now we can attract a certain type of tourists to come to visit Malawi. And this, everybody is expecting that this must be done by government, but it's supposed to be done by us. You know, we need to build good hotels. We need to bring in sporting facilities by the lake. We need to bring in lots of things that we can. Tourism sector, agriculture sector is also a good opportunity. I wouldn't say much because most of Malawians who have got money, when they want to start a business, they go into transport. So it's almost like it's a saturated industry. But agriculture, tourism, very good place to come and invest in Malawi. Mr. Hira said, I love the fact that you are giving the young people great opportunities in your company from your videos. Such a joy to watch your videos, and you will be successful long term, I believe it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. Yeah, I believe that the more I give, the main thing that motivates me, I want to live a fulfilling life. You know, when I'm not here one day, I want to leave a legacy so that people can talk about positive things about me. I don't want people to say, oh, he's gone, he used to be a bad person, he used to do this, but people must remember me with good things. Even my children must be able to say, we used to have a dad and he did this and this and this for us, and he also did this and this and for other people. That's because it's useless to live a selfish life in this life. We better live a meaningful life so that when we go, we leave a good legacy. So that's why I do this. Yeah. Mr. Hialo said, is English a common language in Malawi, or Chichewa is the main dominant one? How hard is it to learn Chichewa? Okay, the Malawi's national language, the main language is Chichewa. We have so many languages in Malawi, but the main language is Chichewa. But then our international language is English. So almost every Malawian will understand English. So you speak to Malawian English, they will understand you. Not everybody is going to be able to speak very well, but they will be able to understand. So there is much easier to communicate in Malawi because it's an English-speaking country. And to learn Chichewa, it's not very difficult to learn to speak Chichewa. It's very difficult to learn to write Chichewa. So speaking, not much difficult. Within a short period of time, you'll be able to pick up a few words and start understanding Chichewa.
Or like academics with Chichewa, like learning in school is very hard.
Yeah, Chichewa, if you must go to school and learn, write exams, it's very hard. Even myself, I used to struggle with Chichewa than English. But speaking is much, much easier. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Hilary, for the questions you are asking. It's helping me to be able to come up with information. And one of the reasons why we're doing these sessions is that we should be helping you to get information about Malawi, and then we have like a one-on-one discussion about it. Yeah, plenty of opportunities. I'll always say that plenty of opportunities. It's just that lots of challenges. And these challenges can be solved if we create them, we turn them into opportunities.
You said the other day about dogs raising proper breed.
Yeah, I was just telling my wife that
It can also be a business.
I was watching Black Acres of the Gambia, and then they were showing their dogs there. And if you look at those dogs, you can see that they have those like Bulgarian dogs. They are pure breed dogs. And I said, if one can come here and let's say you come with the German Shepherd dogs, but the pure breed, or you come with the Bulgarians, okay, which I won't recommend because the dogs are very fierce, but you come with a German, they call it German Shepherd dogs, pure breed. In Malawi, German Shepherd dog costs something like close to $1,000 US, which means that if you're breeding those dogs, then let's say you are having like 50 dogs, that's a lot of money. And a lot of people will buy, the reason being that it's not easy to find pure breed dogs in Malawi. So you can do a good business with that. And another thing is you can be selling those dogs, and also you can be training people how to look after the dogs, you know? So you provide the sales and the training. And if you a veterinarian, you can also even have a veterinary where you can be treating these dogs. We do have local veterinaries, but yeah, there's a big business in that area because we have a lot of security companies and they use dogs as for security. Yeah. Mr. Hiller said, I appreciate these videos, very good and important information. Zoe Lane, where are you from, Zoe? He says, I'm just here to watch and learn. I liked your video of the farm in Balaka, Malawi. How is the farm doing? Oh, the farm is doing good. And our cow is pregnant, so it should be having a calf anytime. And then I need to raise some funds to go and finish the crop. Once I finish it, I might be adding more cows there. And I'm also, because of the video that I did of the young man who was growing maize at his farm, it has given me an idea. I want to also go to Baraka after the rains. I want to provide a pump and some piping, and then we want to do some farming. So after the rains, we're going to do some irrigation farming there. We try something like that and see how it goes. And then Mr. Hidal says, wow, that is a lot for a pure breed. Yes, it's a lot. And even some of the security companies, they're looking for pure breed. You know, you've got the Rottweilers. Most of the security companies here, they're using the Rottweilers, but they are not pure breed. They are like mixed. So if you can come with pure breed, you make a lot of money. Yeah, the German Shepherd is somewhere around 800,000 kwacha, which is just close to being close to $1,000 US. Yeah, just for the dog. A puppy, and in fact a puppy. So it's a lot of money. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities, but people are not really sitting down and thinking very deep. Lots of opportunities. Most of the things that you take for granted in the West, here is an opportunity. There, it's like to have a pure breed dog is just like nothing. Sometimes you can even get it for free. You can just go to where they adopt the dogs, and you can just adopt a dog. But here, to find these dogs, the pure breed ones, it's not an easy thing. It's a lot of money. Like some people are trying to export them, to import them from South Africa, because South Africa has got a lot of pure breed dogs there. So they're getting them from South Africa. The same with like cows, to get these breeds that produce a lot of milk. If you can be able to get them and bring them to Malawi, breed them and start selling them, it's a lot of money also. Yeah. Zoelen says Malawi. Okay, so you're from Malawi. So yeah, one day you should come and visit us at Block 929 and then have a chat with us and see what we're doing. Okay, Mr. Hira says, how is the banking system in Malawi? Banking system. That's where we have challenges in the banking system, I must admit. Because for somebody who has not traveled, for a Malawian who has not traveled, would feel that the banking system is normal. But for somebody who has traveled, you will find that there is a lot of challenges that we have in the banking system. For instance, in South Africa, if I have got a bank card, and it's a Visa card, it means that with this card, I can just leave South Africa anytime and go to any country. I'll be able to access my funds with this Visa card. And another thing is, if I want to buy something from overseas, I can use my card to buy something from overseas using my card. But with the banking system in Malawi, if you've got a card or even a Visa card, you can only be able to use your card outside Malawi when you apply for the funds. So you go to the bank and you tell them, I'm going outside Malawi, and I need some money that I can be able to use when I go outside Malawi. So they'll ask you how much, then you can say, okay, I want to use $1,000. So they will allocate the $1,000 to your card. You can't just take your card and then you go to South Africa and on the ATM and you cash money. It's impossible. Another thing is also the card itself, the bank card. Like in South Africa, if you lose your card, you can just go to any branch in the country and you tell them, I've lost my card. So you sit in front of the person who helping you, present your ID. By the time you leave that desk, you'll be having a card in your pocket. It's like a month sometimes for you to get a new card. So, and because the card is going to be issued from your branch. So say, for example, your branch is in Blantyre and lost a card in Lilongwe. You go to any bank, but you fill the forms. Then they have to send forms to your branch to process your card, and it takes like a month for you to get your card. And another thing, when you want to buy from, let's say if you're in South Africa and you're a businessman, you want to buy something from China, you can just do, with your card, you do a process with your card on the computer, and you pay that those people in China. A few days later, you have your products. But in Malawi, if I want to buy something from China, I have to go to the bank and apply for foreign exchange. And then you do the whole process, and it's the bank that is going to do the payment for you for whatever you want to buy. So it depends on whether there's foreign exchange or there's no foreign exchange. Yeah, so one of the main problems that we're having in Malawi is foreign exchange. And that is why we need to start processing our products in Malawi, and then we sell them outside the country to bring in foreign exchange. That is why most of our Malawian diasporas, they need to be sending the money that they're making there in diaspora, send it to Malawi, so it brings a foreign exchange so that we can be able to do international transactions.
And also the process of just going to apply to get notifications on your phone.
Yeah, like sometimes also like myself, I'm using my phone to do some bank transactions, and sometimes you don't get notifications. So if I do a transaction, the notification doesn't come to my phone, so I have to go in the bank to do a bank statement and go well.
I wanted you to also say that when you go and you apply for that notification to come to your phone.
Yeah, so if you
have to go into the bank and then wait the whole day.
Yeah, most of the things that you need the bank to service you, you need to go in the bank, and it's always full, and then it takes some time. But if you work in a Malawian bank and you work in a South African bank, there's a big difference. If you go in the South African bank, the banks are empty. I think it's because most of the people are preferring to do online, to pay things online. In Malawi, the banks are always full. And in Malawi, we don't have credit. There is credit, but credit is not available to everybody. So it means that if you are a businessman, you're dealing with cash. So in Malawi, people deal with a lot with cash. So if you go in the bank, you'll find the bank is full with people cashing lots of money and people banking lots of money. And for somebody who has been in South Africa to come out, they'll be surprised to see how much money people carry around in the banks. A person can cash out things like $1,000 and just walk out with $10,000 and walk out with it out of the bank. People walk with piles and piles of lots of money, and which is normal if you go to some of the Western countries. Eric T says, just got here and Shelly looks so young. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's very good. A very good compliment.
Thank you.
Yeah. Zolen says, okay, Mr. Hira says, how is the process of shipping stuff, equipment, etc. into Malawi? Shipping into Malawi is not a problem. So if you are in South Africa, in America, in Jamaica, United States, you want to send something to Malawi, no problems, because I've had some of the YouTubers here, like KJ, have sent me a few things, and it wasn't that difficult. They just sent it DHL straight, it arrives in Malawi. But if I wanted to send them something to America, it's a big problem. It's a lot of hassles. And sometimes our friends who are outside there, they don't understand when you're telling them about the hassles that you're facing. They think that maybe you are lying, you're not telling the truth. But it's a lot of a problem for you to send a package from here outside Malawi. Lots of troubles. But receiving is much easier. Okay, and then Zolen says, looking forward to more such videos. I would like to see the farm grow and be an integral part of what you will feature in your videos. Oh, thank you very much. I'm sure the farm is going to grow because now I'm putting my attention back home in the village to help the people in the farm and then come up with ideas. And if I can, to help with the funds to be able to do projects. Because we have a big land and we're not using it. So if we can think outside the box, we can help us. Our previous, the founder of this country, the president used to say that chuma chili muntaka, which means that wealth is in the soil. And people think wealth is you have to travel overseas to get wealth. But wealth is just here in Malawi and it's just under the soil. Malawi has got very fertile soil, although many people dispute. If you take a seed and you throw it in the soil, tomorrow you will see a immense seed growing. So yeah, we have good land and good soil. Okay, how is the internet broadband in Malawi? Internet is good. As you can see, I'm able to communicate with you. I have been for some time sharing the live video with you. And also the data was very expensive. The prices of the data are starting to go down. The people they went on a campaign to ask our government to fight for us so that the data goes down, and the government has listened, and then the data is really going down, which is a very good good thing. Eric said, don't forget to like the video. Yes, please don't forget to like the video. It helps because it helps with algorithms. It will help us for many people to view. You know what? Some of us YouTubers, we feel motivated when we see new subscribers coming in. When you see people are not subscribing, even if you're getting a lot of views, you get so demoralized because we have this impression that a best YouTube channel must have a lot of subscribers, which is a good thing because you need to have a lot of subscribers because these subscribers, they will always come back most of the times. You know, it's better to have a lot of organic subscribers that will come quite often, and it gives you more courage to continue and go on and on and on. And also, it's very important that you leave comments, because if you comment, and it gives us also, like when people say to me, Ted, you're doing a great thing, and you know what, we love what you're doing, I get shocked, and they say, oh, so people really like what I'm doing. So if you don't comment, sometimes we get demoralized. We think, maybe people just watched and went through, they didn't like what I've just done. But let us know where we're doing good, and if you want us to improve, please share. Anything you would like to say? Nothing to say.
I just wanted to say also, we also have land in Blantyre. We acquired some land in Blantyre recently, and we are still thinking about it. We're still thinking what we're going to do on the land, if it's going to be like houses, or school, or...
Yes, I went to Blantyre and bought a plot. There was a company that was advertising for plots in Blantyre, so I went there, I bought a plot. It's actually 2 side-by-side plots of 15 by 30. So in total, both of the plots, they are 30 by 30. So the idea is that we are still thinking, like she's saying, we want to see if we can transform this plot to become a wealth creator. So we are thinking of ideas of what are we going to do there. The plot is just, when you're entering the area, these people who are selling the plots there, the first portion of the entrance, side by side, they are located for shops. And then my plot is coming, after the shops, there's a plot of somebody's plot, and then my plots come there. So I want to go and negotiate to them, see if I can be able to convince the person who's between me and the shops for him also to turn his property into commercial, so that allows me to turn my property into a commercial property. But if it doesn't turn into commercial property, there are so many things that I'm thinking of. I was thinking of building a few classrooms for a preschool or a primary school or something like that. I've been thinking of turning it into a recreational facility where people can come and sit and relax, because in Malawi, we don't have a lot of recreation facilities. So there's so many ideas. Or else I was thinking of, there are young people in Blantyre that are buying houses. I was thinking of building a house on each plot so that I can be able to sell the houses. Because at the moment, I feel that my business is too young. I can't be building property for rent. I should be building property for sale to raise some funds. Yeah. And what is school system is like for children? We do have a lot of private schools in Malawi. The government schools, there's a bit of sluggish. You can't compare the government schools today with the government schools in my time. So a lot of people, they're sending their children to private schools. So we do have a lot of private schools, and school business is also one of the big businesses in Malawi. If you start a school and you make sure that it's got all the facilities it needs, say for example, if you come here and invest, you build a very beautiful high school with sporting facilities and with laboratories and with computer rooms and everything, you will be killing it, because you will find that even students from around Malawi, like Tanzania, Zambia, they will come to your school. So school is one of the great ideas that you can bring from that side to come and invest in Malawi. And even not only high school, you can go as far as colleges, technical college, or something like that. You do very well. I was also asked a question on how is the healthcare system there in Malawi too. Okay, healthcare in Malawi, we have a lot of private hospitals or private clinics, and we also have got government hospitals. Most of them, they still need improvement. So yeah, lots of opportunities. If you are a doctor, come to Malawi. And I've spoken about it in the past. You come here, if you are specializing in something that is specialized, whether you are a heart doctor or kidney or something like that, come to Malawi and you will see that you will do very well in Malawi. We need people to come and invest good hospitals in Malawi.
Hi, Zodwa. Thank you for subscribing and liking. Thank you very much.
About I just subscribed. Zodwa Ingrid, thank you very much, Zodwa. And then I said, how great that you bought land in Plant. How is the process to go about buying land in Malawi in general? The process is not very complicated. You just agree with the seller, and then you pay for the land, and then you go to the land department to see if you can process for your title deed. I'm not so sure if there's any laws regarding foreigners, but we've had foreigners that do come here, they are able to buy land. But I'm sure there is a process that you have to go by. I'll still have to find out for that in the future, so that you understand how you can go about if you want to buy land in Malawi.
And sometimes they are very lenient. You can even pay it off in parts.
Okay, they are the people who are selling land at the moment. They allow you to pay off your land. So like the land that I bought it cash. Yeah, I bought it cash, but you are able to pay off for your land. Yeah. The Happy Companion African Travel Team. Hello, Happy Companion. I do follow your channel. I love what you're doing. I see you've been building your house that side, and also your travel business. I love what you're doing there. I keep on following you most of the time. Thanks for joining us. I really love it. How is Gambia? And then Eddie T says, I saw a white American YouTuber in Malawi that said you can buy an acre of land for as little as $100. I don't think that is true. $100 in Malawi, no. I don't know. I don't know if you can be able to buy land for $100 in Malawi is almost like 800 kwacha, if I'm not mistaken. That's not a lot. You can buy acre of land. Maybe if it's going in the rural, but I don't think that is possible in Malawi. Most of the land here in Malawi goes for 300,000, from 300,000 in the city and upwards. You can get land in Malawi up to even 50 million. You can get land even up to 100 million. So I don't know where you can get $100 land in Malawi. If it's like that, then I would have been having plenty of land. I would be having plenty of land. So I don't know. Maybe $100. That's something like 90,000,
No.
90 or 100,000 kwacha. It's impossible. You can't get that.
No.
Mr. Hillary said, powerful brother, the Happy Companion. Yes, it's very, for me, it's an what can I say? I'm humbled to have a Happy Companion on my live stream. Yeah, so that's great, because I also follow most of the YouTubers in Gambia, and I'm learning from them. The idea is for me to learn. There are challenges that they're facing, and then some of the challenges that the YouTubers in Gambia are facing are similar to my challenges. Now I learn from the way they solve the challenges, and it helps me, to grow. That's a very good thing. So yeah, I do follow Happy Companion. Um, Mr. Hira says, you serious sister LT. Okay, I think Mr. Hira is responding to Miss LT. Okay. Is the land freehold or lease land? Yeah, we do get in. Okay, in Malawi we have what they call. I don't know how I can explain it, but we have what they call customary land, and then we have. I think maybe it's that freehold, whereby like there's some land that is owned by the chiefs in Malawi, and there's some land that is owned by government. The land that you buy from the chiefs, I think you can buy it and you can get a title deed on it. You can get title, and then the land from government, I'm sure, if I'm not mistaken, I can be corrected. It's on lease, so you get it on lease for 100 years. Yeah, so it depends where you're buying the land. Yeah. Mr. Hillary says 6 people watching, 14 people liked the video. Shows that people respect your great content. Much respect. Yeah, and I think at the moment we're not having a lot of viewers because I didn't actually advertise on share to the people that I'm coming live at such a time or such a date. We just decided to do it. In the future, I'm gonna try to be letting you know in advance and giving you a title so that we can have live stream titled so that it's got a subject, a topic that we're going to discuss. Yeah, but I really appreciate that you've been sitting here watching us. For us, it's actually, we are humbled for that.
Thank you so much. It was a struggle. You were struggling since the other day, and tonight also it was a big struggle.
So been struggling to come live, but yeah, here we are. So we'll be doing a lot of these often. Mr. Hire said, how is the road network and infrastructure there in Malawi? Okay, the road network, we struggling a lot on that side, but the government that has come now, I think it seems like they are contractors, like it's like a construction company because they are doing a lot of projects in the road network. They are fixing a lot of roads, even in the area where we are living. There's a lot of activity. They're building the roads, and it's very, very nice. In town, there's a lot. I did a video the other day, but it was very shaky. I'll do another video so that you can watch and see how the roads are being done in Malawi. So yes, we have the M1, which is coming all the way from Zuzu to the bottom of Malawi. The road is good, but we still need to have some improvement. And along the lake, there's a lot of work to be done there to fix the lakeshore road.
And also in rural areas.
Yeah, in rural areas, they need to work on that one. So the road infrastructure in Malawi, I wouldn't boast that we have the best road infrastructure. It needs a lot of work to be done.
And that's a challenge. And that's why he's also now thinking of introducing a grader to place more items.
Yeah, we like in the location where we live, sometimes most of the roads are gravel. So yeah, very soon you'll be seeing I'm busy trying to build a towed grader that you can tow, and then you see that it will help a lot of people to be using such kind of tools to fix roads in their area. So the roads in Malawi, there's a lot of room for improvement. How is the public transport system in Malawi? Public transport, yes. Most of the people, when they have money, the first thing they want to do is buy a bus. So they buy a bus. So we got lots of buses. Some will buy even a smaller bus, a minibus. So yeah, there's too much of that transport business for people up to a point that it's actually overflooded. And actually, because of being overflooded, there's poor service, like customer service. You don't get good service, and the people are not really focused. Yeah, but then we have the transport business, like we're talking about trucks. Most of our diasporans, the Malawian diasporans, when they are outside, the business that they think of most of the times is to buy a truck from America to a transport business. So we got a lot of trucks in Malawi. There's people who are having like 50 or 100 trucks, one person having 50 trucks. So yeah, that area of business is, and then maybe it will help you to get business. But otherwise, you will face a lot of competition. Yeah. Mr. Hira said you are strong, wonderful family. Keep strong. Thank you very much, Mr. Hira. Thank you. Zoe said, do you have plots for sale near where you live? And if you, what are the prices like? This area where I'm living, it has been sold out. You know, I came here to buy my land in 2012, that's when I bought. My neighbor wasn't here. All these neighbors around here, they were not here. So when I was building, it was a lot of bush here. But all the land has been sold out. And when I came here, it was like if you could go about a kilometer from here, going the other side was. Today, this place has expanded. But now you need to go almost about 5 kilometers from here to get land to build a house. That's how fast Lilongwe is growing. Many places have been filled up. People are now, if you want to buy land in Lilongwe, you need to drive almost like 15 kilometers out of Lilongwe to get a plot for you to build. It's just getting further and further, and people are just buying land and building. It's very amazing how people are building here. Somebody's asking, where's Bushiri? Bushiri is here in Malawi. I haven't been following much about his activities, but yeah, he is in Malawi. So, and Mr. Hira says, being a member of the Southern African Development Community, SADC, could that solve many trade issues with these countries? How does that work for business? Yeah, it's like what I've said. SADC is like, what is that? With, you know, policies to help us business people to trade with one another. And it's a very good initiative that our governments came together and sat, and then they decided they want to do this. But the problem is, if I want to go and sell my things in South Africa, I take my pickup and load my things to go to South Africa to sell. In Mozambique, I'm going to face a lot of challenges, starting from the traffic people in the roads, at the borders. I will just be keeping on paying bribes. By the time I come to South Africa, I've spent a lot of money. And if you don't pay, they hold you, you stay on a place for a long time, and all those kind of things. So this thing called SADC doesn't really work, because our leaders, they want to solve these challenges we have, but the people on the ground, they're doing the opposite. That's where the problem. The issue mainly for me is like, it's the corruption that is causing all these challenges. Corruption. So if the corruption can go away, it becomes very easy. It will become very easy for me to go to Zambia or to go to Botswana to trade even to take my machines and sell them there.
And that only applies. You only get trouble on the road when you're black.
Yeah. So, and what is happening is that we Africans, we are treating one another very difficult. You know, like we're not treating each other fairly. You know, like our white counterparts, they can travel from South Africa up to Egypt without any problems. But for me to travel from here to Kenya, I will face a lot of problems. So these things, they are not really helping us. We need to do something about it. David Macrae says, hello. Where are you from, David? We want to know where you're from. And then Mr. Ray said, what are the do's and don'ts in Malawi? Do's and don'ts. And then, yeah, but we don't really have something that says you are not supposed to say this, you're not supposed to do this. No, not
and
really.
And also when you have a company in Malawi, don't that the workers, if you come here, you can be so strict with the workers and they would care. My husband always says that a Malawian worker has got nothing to lose. So if you are going to be too strict on them, they will just leave.
Yeah, the thing is, You can't treat them very harsh. They will leave, and they're not even worried. They will just leave. So you have to be lenient, learn how to treat them. And for me, it was actually a big challenge. Like after living for a long time in South Africa, it was a big challenge, and I've actually changed workers, like the way I would change my socks, But I came back and sat down and said, but why is it that I'm changing workers a lot? And I realized that, okay, I need to be able to understand first. Because, like in South Africa, you work, South Africa is an African country, but it's more like westernized. And if you are from America and you go to South Africa, you won't see that much more westernized. So if you start a business in South Africa and you get the local people to work for you, they are much more, and you put restrictions, laws, and the things that must be done, they will follow it. But if you come to Malawi, well, we Malawians, we are very relaxed, and sometimes people want to do things their own way. We like to do things our own way. And most of the people, they're not used to being to say, this is how you should be doing things. And this, it's the same as if you are driving in a country like South Africa and you come to Malawi, you will find it very difficult to drive because the way people drive here, we're using the same SADC traffic laws, but the way we do it here, we just do whatever we want. We like to do things our own way. You come to a four-way in South Africa, it's first come, first serve. In Malawi, the one who has got the strength to be number one becomes number one. So it also applies when you are employing people. The people sometimes will try their luck, they will try to do their own things. But you need to find ways of first understand why do people do things this way, and then you find ways of how you can work with the people. And the same even in the way I pay people. People don't understand how I am able to get my guys productive. In Malawi, money is workers. You can pay a lot of money, but still get poor results. If you pay a monthly salary, you struggle because people feel I get paid a monthly salary and then their performance comes low. So for me, I pay commission. So with a commission system, it's like the more you work, the more you get paid. And then it's working. And also I try. All right, yeah. So you have to reward performance. I want to get in touch with Mark, an African. Okay, this getting now, it's actually Mark who's calling me now. Yeah, so tell him that there's somebody here who wants to see him. He wants his contact. I want to get in touch with Mark, an African-American, very popular guy, YouTuber who is in Lilongwe now, wants to look for opportunities for African-American diaspora. I was having him here. He visited me today, and he's the one who just called now. So yeah, good to see you on live, David Macri. Brown Visiti, how are you, Brown? Thank you very much, my friend, for coming and watching my video. I'm here busy trying to sell Malawi. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. David Macri is from California. Mr. Hillary, yes, brother. David Macri, YouTuber, and Mark Meets Africa is in Malawi, a young businessman looking to meet business people in Malawi. Yes, it's true. I was with him today, and we had a good collaboration. It was fantastic to be with this young man. He's a very, very good guy, great guy. Lynn Lady says, good afternoon, Ted and Shirley. However, your sound is breaking up. Yes, I think there's something, every now and then I'm seeing a message saying that we are breaking up. Yeah, so, but it's evening here in Malawi, it's not afternoon. Mr. Hira says, same thing is said about Botswana and Namibia, that they are westernized like South Africa and Rwanda. Yes. Yeah, so the challenges that you face in Botswana, South Africa, Namibia will not be the same as the challenges you face in Malawi. But if you understand the situation, it gets better, because you need first to understand. Because once you understand, you will know how to adjust yourself, and how to go about doing things. Yeah, plenty of opportunities. Mr. Hira said, how is the climate year around in Malawi? Okay, during January to end of April, it's rainy season. And then after that, we have got what we call cold season. We don't have winter in Malawi, so we have cold season. And then after that, in October, November, the rain season starts again. So Malawi never gets cold. I've never worn a jersey since I came back from Cape Town. I don't wear a jersey because it never gets that much cold here in Malawi. Okay, there are other parts of Malawi that gets cold, like if you go down to Blantyre and Cholo, it does get cold. Yeah. Something said about what's how is the I was contemplating this same thing for when I go to East Africa next year. Thank you for teaching us Black people who grew up with West work ethics how to navigate African work mentality. Yeah, so the idea is just I know many people from the West, they feel that they've got a great responsibility to come to Africa and then share the work ethics. But it's very difficult for you to come and find people and say, this is how you do things. No, the best way of doing it is to lead by example. So you come here in Malawi and then you say, this is how I do my things. That's exactly what I'm doing myself. I realized that you cannot say to the people, I've learned something. I was in South Africa and I've learned something. I've learned this work ethics and I want you to be doing this. And people are not going to understand. But I have to lead and show people that, look at me. I am doing things this way. This is why it's making it easier for my business to grow, or it's making things easier for me because I have to act in this way. I have to give customer service to my customers. I have to be honest in my doing business. I have also to look after my workers. And then some other people, they will see and say, oh, look at Ted, the way he's doing. He's looking after his workers, he's giving good service, and he's doing well. So I also have to do the same thing. So when we come from the West, we need to come here and first understand the people, and then we have to lead by example. And once we do that, we'll be able to change Africa without any hassles. Because then there will people are going to learn and say, okay, look at how our friends are doing, and it's working for them. Okay. Where is it? All right. Mark is here. Mark meets Africa. We just told him that the people were asking for him, so he is here. So Mark says, hey, it's Mark meets Africa. It was very nice meeting you today. The same to me, Mark. It was very, very nice. And I've been talking about you on this live stream, how we had a good time. We had a great time. Thank you very much for coming to Block 929.
And he was actually telling me that some of the videos got lost.
Oh.
But not all.
Okay. So we did some video. He has lost some of the videos. Oh, it's very bad. So I don't know. Does he want to come again and do the videos? Yeah, but I hope that the content that you still have is also going to be great content. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we had a good time with Mark here. Yeah, sorry for what happened. I was okay. Yeah. Then we have Zoelen who says, Mark doing great things. I am glad he got in touch with you. I believe you two are a good match. Exactly. We have the same kind of content, the same kind of goals, and it was very, very nice to be with Mark today. Yeah. 337Q says, good to see you live. We Africans need to share knowledge amongst ourselves. We can learn a lot from each other. Exactly. There's a lot of negative stories out there on YouTube about Africa. And some of those negative stories are being told by ourselves. But I think we need to change the way we do things, we need to start selling the positive stories that are there in Africa. There is plenty, because some people, they look at Africa being at the bottom. So yes, we might be at the bottom, but there is an advantage of being at the bottom, because the only way you can go is going up. When you are at the top, the only way you can go is going down. And we have seen some of the countries that are on the top, they're going down. But here in Africa, the only direction we can go is up. So we need to be sharing the positive stories about Africa. Yeah. Mark says, hey, it's Mark Meets Africa. It was very nice meeting you today. Mark says, yes. Oh, Mark says, yes, I want to come again. You are welcome anytime, Mark. Even if you're coming tomorrow, there's no problem. I will be here. And then we can, if you want to do that content again, we can do it again. I can come and pick you up and we do it again, because it's very important that your message is shared. It's very important that you be able to share the story of Block 929, the story of Malawi, and it will be very great. So if you really feel like, because of the content that we've lost, you need us to do it again, I can always come tomorrow and pick you up, and then we come and do it again. And I'm sure most of your subscribers are looking forward to get this great content. And the same with my subscribers, they would really like to see me on your platform. That would be great. Yeah. So Mark says, I can't stay for long as the network is not stable at the moment as I travel out of the city. Okay, Mark, are you traveling? Is he going to Blantyre? Okay. I thought that he's traveling to Blantyre, but Mark said he was going back tomorrow. Here I said, Mark Miso is here in the chat room now. Welcome, brother. Much respect of your work in Tanzania as you continue to expand your business prowess and love to our people in Africa. Yeah, now Mark is going to grow very, very big. I mean, I think he's got the right mentality for Africa, and he is going to make it. I mean, everybody just loves him. I took him in the village. Everybody just loves him. So he's a great guy. Mark said, I will be back soon. Yeah, we will be waiting for you. We will be waiting for you. Mr. Hira said, do you watch powerful intellectual minds like Dr. Joshua Maponga and Professor Piero Lumumba, Dr. Africana Chihoba? Yes, I do. Dr. Joshua Maponga, I do watch him on YouTube. Piero Lumumba, the narrator, I also watch him. I like the way he tells the story of Africa. And also Dr. Arikana, she's fighting very, very hard to help us Africans to change our narrative, to change our mentality. And these are great people. I do follow them. And Mr. Hira says, 12 watching, 19 likes. Yes, that's very, very nice. And the likes are going to help the algorithms for this video. All right, I think we have been here. As you can see, my wife has been standing for a long time. It's over 1 hour. It's getting to 2 hours now. I really appreciate your time being here with us. Some of you have been from the beginning up to now, which is great. We really appreciate. Next time, we are going to even come up with a subject, and we are going to warn you in advance. So I think we need to say bye-bye. And for those who are coming for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. I see there is a few South African brothers and sisters who are here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would like one day to do a live session and discuss with you, my brothers from South Africa, about opportunities that are there in South Africa. Because, sometimes we can have a discussion and we share those opportunities in South Africa. I really would love our brothers and sisters in South Africa to really do business and to be successful when they're doing their business. And then Mr. Hira said, we appreciate you taking our questions. And me, Mr. Hira, I appreciate you asking questions, because it makes this whole conversation worthwhile. The questions that you're asking, they're giving opportunities to other people to be able also to learn from those questions and understand Africa much better. I am there. I'm all the time open that I can answer any questions that you want to ask. difficult questions that I can't ask, I am going to go and find out for you and come back and give you feedback.
And if it's up to him, Mr. Hillary, he would be the whole night.
I can be here until tomorrow. Yeah, so thank you very much for being with us. We really appreciate. Bye-bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment.
And also say what topics that you want.
Yeah, please suggest other topics that you want me to do next time. So yeah, we can start from there. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.